Welcome to Shade in the City. I'm Treese.
It's Nels.
And today we're going to be reviewing Miss Porsha, Family Matters. You know, she got her own show, y'all. So we're about to see what it's hitting for, if it's giving anything.
And get some tea.
Because we've been wondering what's going on all these months. So we're going to get Porsha's side of the story and see if we believe this bullshit. Let's get shady.
So we are first going to talk about how they got together. Porsha stated that Simon was in her DM. She actually said, if he tell you something different, let me know. Simon said that she was in his DMs checking on him, trying to see if he was okay.
After he announced his divorce from Miss Fallon.
Porsha, why you even give a damn? You don't know that man like that. According to you, you wasn't even really friends with Fallon. So I think the misunderstanding here is Porsha thinks that people give a damn about a timeline.
Mm.
She thinks that we care that whether he was married or wasn't married or filed for divorce or didn't file for divorce when they got together. Girl, the reason why people are upset with you is because you went to this girl's house, smiling all up in this girl's face, hanging out with her, and now you are engaged
on her man.
You are engaged to her man or her ex-man. That's why people are upset.
It was too close for comfort.
They don't give a damn about a timeline.
It could have been a year later. We might not have been as upset with you, but yeah, it was too close for comfort and
it really makes it seem like you saw the bag because you went to the house and you like, it's my turn, bitch.
Yeah, that's it. Definitely.
So this brown house we have is Simon's home, and the White House is the home that they're going to look at,
which is like around 2.2 million, I think.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, it's kind of in the same neighborhood that he lives in because they passed his house to get to the house that they were looking at. It's a beautiful home. They feel like they need to buy a separate home because both homes are tainted. The one that Porsha lived in and the one that he lived in, because, you know, they both had their own separate partners in these homes, which makes...
And they want to start fresh. That makes sense for a new couple. Sense. And I get it. After all, burn some sage in that house and all that y'all got attached to y'all need as many good vibes and fresh starts as possible.
The only thing that I don't understand is, so this is Simon's fourth marriage. And yeah, it'll be his fourth marriage when it happens. And Porsha made a comment about their child stealing his balls. He got kids.
Five to be exact. He already
Why
has
you
five.
want kids with this man? Boo, just get the bag. That's what you want. Just get the bag. You don't need you're if you get divorced, trust me, you still gonna get a bag. Okay? You don't need to have this man's baby. He already got 5 kids. Like, I don't know. I think a lot's going on. It's so fast. It's too soon. I feel like they really don't even know each other.
I was watching when it premiered the other night, Watch What Happens Live, and they asked them how long have her and Simon been together. This was on Sunday when the show premiered, guys. They have been together for all of maybe 7 months, she said. I mean, apparently I've seen from a couple comments and viewers and other stuff, this is normal. I guess they say Nigerians move very quickly.
Well, so does Porsha. I'm going to say so does Porsha. Porsha does move very fast.
That's true, because she did the same thing with Dennis.
She does move
She saw Dennis, saw he had a bag and was like, let's have a baby.
I don't want to say that's why.
She said that. She said that like last season. She was like, I saw Dennis and my legs just opened up.
But she didn't say because of the bag.
He had money and...
Listen, we know she ain't fucking with no broke nigga. Okay? She was married to a whole ball player. Okay? We know she ain't fucking with no
We'll
broke
call
nigga.
her a gold digger, not a gold. A gold. How about that?
Porsha got her own bag, but we know she ain't fucking with no broke nigga. That's all I'm saying.
So here we see little PJ. She's so beautiful. And we see Dennis pull up in the Bentley. Was it a Bentley?
It was a Bentley.
Pulls up.
I thought it was gonna be Simon.
I really did thought it was.
You know what though? Bravo played him because when he got out the car, they did the
fly music, and then it was like it was like
I think that was
he came out with the daddy gut, the beer gut. And
you know what? You know how we were talking about stewards and their hot dogs? We gotta try his hot dogs.
That's true. We need to make a trip
and try his hot dogs, and we will let y'all know how it is because we have to. We got to.
We'll do a vlog,
especially after our stewards conversation.
That's true.
But anyways, I'm gonna say I love that Dennis clearly he didn't even hit up Porsha, to see what she was doing or hey, I'm coming to see PJ, because he didn't know where Porsha was. He came by because his daughter's there,
and he wanted to pull up and see his daughter.
Exactly.
And this is co-parenting goals. Like I need to see my child. You do your business.
He really didn't even know if she was in the state. He said, what island she on? He don't care. I mean,
he's there for his daughter, and I can appreciate that. And
he clearly still gets along
with Mama Diane. Yeah. That was really dope. And she's like, that's still family to me. And again, this is definitely co-parenting goals. I'm glad that they could still be friends.
Especially with all the messages.
Everything that's going on. You could definitely tell that Dennis is making sure he's a very clear presence to keep his daughter sane in the mix of all this craziness that her mother is doing. So I think that's super dope. Hats off to you.
So
just don't add up.
Dennis gave us a timeline.
Apparently Porsha asked for her ring back
around Christmas. May, apparently she was engaged.
Yeah, they did the matching PJs in December, and I guess he wasn't really like feeling giving her ring back or whatever. They just weren't in a good place. Now I will say this, Dennis, I can appreciate you keeping it real, but let's not sit here and act like you a saint, bruh. You can't. You may not like the way Porsha is moving and how fast she's moving, but it wasn't like you was doing right by her. There's a reason why y'all not together. Let's just say that. Let's just preface that. So
he that's not the issue.
Okay.
We all know from last season, from Real Housewives of Atlanta, that he cheated. We all know this.
And that it was very hard for her to get over.
He's not engaged. He's not getting married, and he's not getting married to somebody that he used to hang out with. Like their
that
partner.
He supposedly was dating for 2 weeks. So point is that Porsha sits Simon down and she basically feels some type of way because she's like, Dennis isn't bringing a date. I think that when I originally heard this, I was just like, well, why does it matter? You've moved on. She goes on to explain that basically she just doesn't want any random woman. Now, hear me out. Simon's supposed to have that bank. I don't think if you don't want to pay for the other plate because it's just, a random person. But she's just like, I don't want any random person.
Because Simon actually welcomed it. He was like, he should be allowed to have a date.
Because he's like, why are you so thirsty about who he bring when you marrying me? As I think any man or woman would feel. Because
she want to be happy and she want that nigga to stay miserable. That's what it is.
That part. So basically, Chanel and I agreed that basically, we understand where she's coming from. You don't want any random woman or any random person around your child, or you just bringing somebody just to bring somebody just to get under my skin. And it's supposed to be my day. So I get that.
If that's the reason.
But what I also didn't necessarily get or like, again, why does it matter? But how long did you know Simon, supposedly? Y'all were dating for 2 weeks and then you were engaged. So,
but of course she's going to use the excuse that they're engaged.
So yes, you were engaged in 2 weeks, but you still had a whole stranger around Dennis's child. And I don't think he was pressing you the way that you're on him about even bringing a date to your wedding. Just saying, it's a little hypocritical. It's giving hypocrite.
I feel like she still cares. She still loves, and
absolutely, she definitely still loves Dennis.
And she's still mad.
She's still mad. That's what it is. She wants to punish him because it's like, ha ha. She wants to hit her Cassie. She wants her glow up. She wants to feel like, I left you alone, and now look, it ain't even been 2-3 months. We're not
gonna compare the situation to Cassie. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, well, no, not. That was a different type of glow up. What I'm saying is she finally decided to leave him alone. And you know what they say, when you finally leave what you're not supposed to be messing with, you get what's actually meant for you. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the narrative that she's trying to push into Dennis's face. Like, I stopped messing with you and now look mm-hmm. how quick it happened. Mm-hmm. And that maybe very well could be the case, but.
Yeah, because you slid in his DMs.
You made things happen. I'm just saying, but hey. So we see everybody kind of getting ready for Miss Porsha's big B-Day party. And in the midst of that, we see that they get an alert. Simon has made a post for Miss Porsha. It was very endearing. And he shared some beautiful words. And she says that she loves the caption. What she did not appreciate was that he decided to do a slideshow full of just kind of romantic moments and intimate moments that she wanted to keep to themselves. She starts talking to her mom, Miss Diane, and she basically says that, look, like, I'm getting so much backlash for this. And like, he doesn't realize sometimes in posting, like, how much anxiety I'm getting because I'm getting all of this hate and it's not coming towards him. It's coming towards me. Mm-hmm. And so, basically she just wishes he would calm it down. I definitely think that, I don't know if she mentioned that she discussed it with him or said something to him, but Miss Diane basically says that's not fair to her.
No, she did. She said that she asked him to kind of consult with her before he posts really anything about them two. But I guess because he was in the birthday spirit, he decided to post this. So.
And I also think he feels like, I don't know. So this is my first problem with Simon, right? Aside from the 5 kids for, this will be your 4th marriage. It just, to me, if she says to you that this bothers her, or she just wants you to talk about it with her, and you're so disrespectful to just be like, okay, this is what I'm doing. That's a red flag. That's a super red flag. I think that he feels like, I think he's very territorial. And I think that he feels like, well, I want to show everybody how I feel about you. And I don't care what anybody else thinks or how it makes you feel because I'm displaying love. But again, you're not thinking about how it makes her feel and the backlash she's about to get for it. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It gives me clout chaser a little bit. But I don't know. I've heard that, he apparently really, really wants to be like in the spotlight and be famous. So he clearly got with the right one. And yeah, just the constant when she's asking you not to, because I mean, let's just be real. We don't know. We didn't know Simon until all of this happened. So we weren't checking for you. So yeah,
we knew of
Simon, but
he wasn't on camera.
He wasn't on camera. And at the end of the day, like she said, nobody's coming for him. Everybody's coming for her with the backlash, like, because she's more of a celebrity. So I think that he should be respectful of her space and her platform that she put you on. Mm-hmm. And understand and just respect her wishes. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I almost forgot the other picture.
After her rant about Simon.
My rant about Simon. So Granddaddy Simon walks into his club. And it's so funny because the reason why I call him Granddaddy Simon is because Londi and Lauren, Porsha's sister, and I believe Londi is her cousin, are having a conversation, and Lauren's basically saying the same thing that I just told you guys, that she just feels like he's kind of feeding her into the fire. You know what I mean? And then Londi's like, well, I thought after over 50, you didn't do Instagram. She's like, that's very interesting. I thought that was
for Twitter.
Over 50s for Twitter. kind of believe that too. So yeah, so that was super interesting. And then obviously Simon walks.
She made kind of like a shady comment a little bit. She was like that a guy, I don't remember exactly what she said, but it's very interesting when a guy's first thing on his mind is to go to
Instagram
and post. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like a female trait a little bit.
It's giving real sensitive. Sensitivity.
Or calculated.
Oh, or calculated. Clock chaser. So yeah, Granddaddy Simon walks in to his club, and yeah, basically they're sitting there talking about him, and they're talking about, oh, thank you so much for, spoiling Porsha. Apparently we see he got her a Chanel bag that was like almost $7,000.
No, it was I think it was $7,800.
And then you looked at that price. And then he also got her, what else did he get her? Some perfume that was like $750. So he knows,
He said he knows what his girl likes.
What she likes.
She sprayed on herself. She said, I like money.
So, and it was really cute. She definitely looked happy. They definitely look like, so here's the, I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
I feel like this is going to be happy with anyone that she dates. I really do. Okay, this is just me, right? I feel like Porsha just loves to be in love, right? And as long as she's in love, she is happy because anytime I've seen her,
it don't matter the circumstances surrounding that love.
Anytime I've seen her on screen,
that's true.
And she's in love, she's always seemed happy.
Even when she was with Cordell and he wouldn't let her do nothing. That's okay, girls. I gotta go home. I gotta ask permission from my husband, but she was happy.
She loves to be in love.
That's true. You know what? That's a very good assessment. So yeah, so basically we just see kind of this awkward moment, and you could just tell that Lauren kind of they feel awkward around him. Like,
well, she said it without Porsha anyway.
Without Porsha, like they clearly haven't meshed as well. They
don't know him. They don't know him.
Shit, neither do Porsha.
Porsha, this dress. Them thighs.
All that dark meat.
Glistening.
Okay. Love it.
Boo.
Love it.
That's shea butter, boo.
Okay.
That look like shea butter.
Love it.
She looks amazing in this dress. It just, I don't know. It just looks great on her. She's glistening, literally.
Yes.
But of course, I'm here to shade.
Okay.
So let's shade. We're going to talk about the fact that Dennis
donated the bus, the party bus.
Donated the bus. And he can't even bring a goddamn thing. Ma'am. First of all, your boo can afford a bus. So I don't know why you accept it.
As you can see, this is Simon's Republic. As I said, that's his club, apparently, or one of his many ventures, but that's his particular club that he runs and where they're holding the party. So if he can do that, Dennis, just being the super dope dude that he is, he's like, I might not be with you no more. I might not even want you no more, but why wouldn't I help the mother of my child out? And I mean, of course he was still, he still want her, but just the maturity of it all.
I thought so too.
The maturity of it all is beautiful. Can we get some more Dennises in this world?
Dennis in this. I don't know if maybe editing
from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I don't know what was going on
because this definitely shows him in a different life. Maybe he grew up. Maybe he did some growing up as well.
I mean, between the co-parenting,
and having to be by himself, and she was like, "We're done." Seeing her move on. Sometimes I hate to say it.
Him not trying to fight Simon,
right?
I mean that we know of.
Well, I feel like he's waiting to pick up the pieces. That's what Dennis is giving me. He's like, I'm still gonna be there for you, and da-da-da. And granted, he has to be there because he's Pilar's father. But I think once all is said and done, he's just waiting for Simon to mess up so he can be there to be like, I always had you. I still ain't went nowhere. That's what I really think that he's waiting for.
But he ain't got no house in Costa Rica.
Yeah, that house in Costa Rica was nice. That was nice. Sorry, Dennis. I don't think
he just got hot dogs.
Just got hot dogs. And she's a vegan. But I think he sell vegan hot dogs too.
I wonder if that was Porsha motivated.
I think it was. I think she said that on one episode.
You know what? Dennis is a real one. He's a real one.
All right, Dennis, we here for you, so you may be able to redeem yourself.
I mean, you messed up a little bit, but we're not gonna say that you're a fuck up.
Yeah,
you fucked up, but you're
You
not
might
a
not.
fuck up.
Right? You look right now. You doing better than this body.
So I love the fact that we saw some girls from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
We did see Shamia.
We saw Shamia, which we know is her homegirl.
Yeah.
And we saw Drew. Drew, this wig was on point, boo.
I was asking, I said, did Latoya hook you up, girl? Because remember, she said she was gonna give you a wig last season. No, but your hair looked awesome. You could definitely tell the difference. It was beautiful. It was on point.
It's you know what? It's not we ain't locked in now. Remember, she said she had to do her own wigs because of the pandemic. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna give her a pay.
Yeah, no. It looks very good. It elevated. You elevated.
I'm glad she came out to support for her birthday. These were the only two women that we saw from Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know if anybody else was there, but these are the only two women that they showed. So
well, Shamia too, but
and that's what I said, two women. Oh. So I thought it was super dope that they came out to support her for her birthday. Unless the other woman didn't get an invite, then
that part. And they probably didn't because she didn't want to hear that. Now what I'm really shocked by and just a tad bit upset by, I believe if you recall last season, Miss Drew tried to call out Latoya for, I guess, stealing some pastor, and I quote, told her she had a spirit of Delilah because she was messing with an engaged man. Supposedly. Yeah, now,
I see where we're going with this.
Drew. And then she says, I can't even go in fully yet. Then she goes to say to Simon, and they flash back to them being in Simon's house that he shared with Fallon when she flipped out on Latoya. And she goes, I don't need to know. It's not my business as long as my girl is happy. What happened to Spirit of Delilah? Because right now, this is giving real Delilah spirit.
Maybe because she don't know these people. You know, she knew the pastor and the pastor's wife.
She don't know Delilah, Porsha? She don't know Delilah.
I mean, she knows Delilah. Well, I guess she.
Yeah, that's
she know Fallon too, but Fallon off having a baby somewhere. I mean,
what I'm saying is, you called out. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not necessarily here for Latoya myself, but you called out the girl. You basically called her all types of home record. Do you understand what Delilah spirit means? Okay. So I just would need you to keep that same energy. Maybe we'll see it later on in the season. Maybe she wasn't going to tell her that on her birthday and be like, hey, girl. Or try to get all the facts or the details from her.
She said she don't need to ask nothing. She don't care. That's her friend. She said it. It ain't just because it's her birthday.
Well, I guess you and Delilah ride it out.
We're going to move on. Okay, we're going to move on. So, Catrice can talk about this all night, okay?
I don't like people using the Bible to, curse people and make them feel them type of way, and then you'll turn a blind eye when it's good for you. That's all I'm saying.
All right. So, Porsha calls her fiance Simon outside. She says, I need to speak with you. And they have a discussion about the fact that he posted the picture that she specifically told him that she wanted to keep private. And I think at first, he made a joke about it, like
love shouldn't be censored.
But he decided, that he felt like he disrespected her by doing it, and moving forward, he is gonna check with her before he posts anything because he doesn't want to hurt her.
Bullshit.
That wasn't even that was blatant.
It was blatant bullshit too.
Well, he said he didn't want to disrespect her. He should have checked with her first, and moving forward, that's what he's going to do. He's going to check with her first. And I believe it to be true because I have not seen any recent posts from Simon.
Okay.
So I'm not calling bullshit. I think he meant what he said. Oh,
it's okay. We was bored with it. Just say it. We shady. That's what we do.
Yo, she be playing me. She does not let me know. I
started the camera and she was giving, and
she does not let me know when she's hitting record. Just FYI. So if y'all ever catch me on guard, it's her fault.
I think it makes for good.
The real shade.
The real shade. So no, we basically see Simon and Porsha sit down and have a little dinner, and they are discussing his family life and his family history. He talks about how his grandfather, I think, had almost like 20 something kids. Or no, was it like 20 wives and something kids? And basically that, you know, he wanted to kind of break that curse because he realized, like, when you have all these kids all over the place and all these wives, there's no way you can be there for all of these children.
I think it's also maybe, I don't know if it's just the Nigerian culture, but I think it's also like some African culture. And he also said that it's normal to have a side bitch, literally side bitch. He used the term side bitch. So
and apparently they work, the side bitch and the main bitch work together, and they'd be like, well, we got to work together so he don't go get nobody else.
No, and sometimes he said they get together, like sleep together.
Is that what
that's what I understood.
No, I thought he meant like they get together to try to, like, you know what I mean? Like plot, like, girl, well, if he with you, then I know he not with nobody else. And so if he not with you, and you know he not with me, then bitch, we need to be worried. You understand what I'm saying?
Is that what you got?
I think that's what I got from it.
Oh, see, I got three somebody.
Just because it's such a masculine, like, in that culture, they don't let women enjoy themselves like that. For them, it's about reproduction. And you know what I mean? So they're not doing it for, like, women ain't out here just, maybe they are just out here having threesomes in Africa, but I don't think they are.
You know what? I don't want to talk about anybody's culture. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to be grateful that I was raised the way I was raised.
So basically, Simon says that, you know, that's not really what he's trying to do, especially based on his last relationship. He does admit that he has cheated in multiple relationships, but not his last one.
But then he said, like everybody has. And Porsha's just, yeah.
Well, no, she did admit on the Watch What Happens Live that she said we both cheated in relationships. So for me, because they were like,
I want to know what relationship she cheated in. Because we know about
Cordell.
We know about Dennis. And now him. And I know she dated like that Hispanic dude for like, I don't know, a few months or something. But I want to know who she cheated on. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was payback to Dennis.
Who knows? Might be.
You know, she ain't coming out with that shit.
Of course.
She don't even want to let go of them pictures. Okay? She ain't going to say who she cheated on. Take that shit to the grave, bitch. I feel you.
But basically, she lets him know she's not here with being no sorts of a side bitch. And that is not happening. And he basically says that no, he's cool with that. That's not what he's really interested in. And yeah, it was kind of a dry scene. It wasn't really given. We didn't even need to give you a screenshot. And that's what you caught Chanel saying in the beginning. So yeah,
I felt like she felt bored with the conversation.
And so were we.
It made me bored with the conversation.
So one thing I forgot to discuss is that basically I didn't like when Simon, basically Porsha said that, you know, you need to have a conversation with Dennis. Like, you know, and he's like, honestly, I wouldn't talk to Dennis if
he said I'm letting him take me in depth
if it wasn't for you. And I just was like, granddaddy.
I thought they did business together. I thought that was a thing. Wasn't it?
That was one of the stories is how she met him. Is that she met him through Dennis. And they were doing business together. And that's how they ended up becoming close. Then the other story is Shamia met. Again, at this point, I don't think we care. We know it's a lie. Okay? However you want to sell it to us.
You know what?
We know it's a lie. We unfortunately, you're with him now. We've accepted that. We've moved on. But stop trying to sell us this dream and this timeline and these storylines that try to make you look better. It is what it is at this point.
I feel like Porsha should just, I mean, and I know she's not like necessarily this type of person, but I feel like really she should just say, you know, we had a messy start, but we're happy.
Thank you.
And
let's just dead it. But
so let's just love.
She keeps trying to CYA. She keeps trying to cover her ass.
Like, just, boo, we all know it was messy.
It was messy as hell. Regardless of how it happened, whether you hit him, he hit you, whether you met him, when you went over Fallon's house.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares at
Everybody's
this point.
always going to find it messy.
You have fans. I personally like you.
Just say
I just want to see you glow up and grow up and just be happy.
Just say we had a messy start, because people do. Mm-hmm. People have a messy start. We know a few.
We do.
And just say we had a messy start and we're happy.
Yeah.
And
sometimes it works out and it's beautiful.
So, I mean, instead of having people trying to dissect your relationship.
Yeah. Because unfortunately, you continuing to give these narratives of how you met and when it happened, it just makes you look even guiltier. And at this point, I don't think we care. At this point, if your fans are really here for you, they just want to see you happy.
Exactly. Just say fuck you.
Right.
We're happy.
Yeah, we're happy. Well, y'all, Miss Lauren, Porsha's sister, decides to meet up with Dennis. And they have a little conversation.
But apparently this is like, I don't know, like a normal thing. Like
they meet up. They still cool. And I think that's really dope to see.
But for some reason, it seemed like the cousin and Porsha wasn't really feeling it in their conversation. Mm-hmm. First of all, let's talk about the fact that Porsha and the cousin had a conversation, because we're going to retract a little bit, because Porsha said that she didn't want Dennis to bring a date because she didn't want some random chick around her daughter, which I completely understand. Mm-hmm. Okay, you can't just be bringing some random bitches unless you're serious around my baby, right? But now it depends on how the chick looks. Which tells me that
you still in your feelings about him.
Yeah, you are, boo. You're engaged to a whole
another man,
and can't let this one
somebody
go.
Granddaddy.
You want him to be with some fat nasty bitch, and then you would be okay with him bringing a date to your party. Porsha, that ain't cool. That ain't cool, boo. That ain't cool.
That's insecurity for real.
She's, like I said, she's still in love.
Yeah.
So mad. Which nobody blames you for.
Yeah, nobody's mad at you for that.
Nobody blames you for. But Dennis is showing a little bit more maturity than you.
Just a little bit.
I'm gonna just put that out there. So, okay, back to
Lauren and Dennis. So yeah, they link up, and basically he's asking her, he's like, was it really 2 weeks? Because we cut back to Porsha and Londi, and she's like, yeah, we got engaged at about a month after dating for a month. And Lauren's like, no, well, yeah, I was traveling with them and I went with them on a trip where they got engaged. And she was like, and yeah, she had known him for 2 weeks. Again, Porsha.
Dating for 2 weeks, because she knew him before then. She met him through Fallon. Let's not forget that. But go
ahead. Here we go again. Porsha, stop trying to prove this narrative, because unfortunately you trying to make your sister lie for you. And in this moment, I was so Lauren. I am not that person. I won't tell on you, but it's going to be real hard to lie. My face is going to tell you that I'm lying to you. I'm just letting you know. My face would tell you that I'm lying straight through my teeth.
I'm just a bitch. I'm going to be like, y'all ain't together. Why are you worried about it?
That's why she's mine.
Like, I don't know. Nigga, you don't know either. We both don't know. Let it go. Y'all ain't together. And that's your fault. Y'all ain't together.
Okay.
You let that nigga slide in.
But no, basically, I think it's funny because they have a moment where basically Dennis is like, are you not seeing this crazy shit? And you're not talking to your sister about it? And he basically tells her, like, look, I can't say it. I know I effed up. But can you please,
and she's gonna look like the biggest man stealer of the century.
Yeah.
But Lauren is like, she's grown. What am I supposed to tell a grown ass woman?
That would be me.
What am I supposed to tell her? She's grown. She's engaged. Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to tell her? She feels like she's in love. And during all of this confusion, Dennis got the nerve to leave some posts on his booty pic of Porsha.
He said the cakes was caking. And when we break that down, it means the booty was on display voluptuously. Hats off to Porsha.
And them cakes.
What I found to be really interesting though is that Granddaddy Simon then decided to, when he saw that from Dennis, which, okay, Dennis, that was messy. Again, Nels has a point. Y'all are good at being messy. He goes and comments mine on all of her posts.
Hashtag mine. Reminding Dennis that them cakes belong to him.
But here's my thing. Granddaddy Dennis, how old are you? We out here going... Well, we already knew you was petty because you was going at Fallon on social media.
But you don't care about social media.
That's why I said I think it's bullshit. But we shall see. I just thought that was real interesting, Granddaddy Simon. I'm gonna need you to get it together. And but Dennis, it was messy. But like he said, them cakes was caking, and he just...
It's his baby mama. He always gonna love his baby mama. He always gonna feel like
if she looking good, he donated the bus for them cakes to get in and over there. I ain't mad at it.
The thing is, Dennis fucked up. He's always gonna feel like he fucked up, and he's always gonna feel like he's the one that did wrong. So he's always going to have love for Porsha.
Because he knows it could have worked out differently if he
didn't fuck up.
Basically.
There you go, look.
Okay.
Face.
We go back to the conversation with Lauren and Dennis. And basically, as we kind of stated before, he basically is like, shake this bitch. Like, just really get home, look her in her eye, and shake her.
Tell her she blinked.
Tell her just, if she's in trouble, blink twice. And it's funny because they cut to Porsha blinking twice. And he's just like, yo, if this doesn't work out, she's going to be devastated. Mm-hmm. And I truly believe...
No. Back it up. Back it up just a little bit.
Dennis,
only because...
I love to see this, Dennis.
No.
And I'm mad that it took you losing her.
Lauren asked, how are you? And he said, it's not about me. It's about Porsha. If this does not work out for her, she will be devastated. And I felt that.
I felt that in my spirit, in my soul. Like, he is not
even worried about.
He's like, I'm going to be here the next 16 years regardless.
That was like,
yo, I don't know what, I get it. Real Housewives of Atlanta is supposed to be messy. You're supposed to show her storyline and create drama.
I'm starting to feel like they're showing favoritism to Porsha.
Yeah, they definitely show favoritism
because there's no way that he's changed this much since the last season. Like, I mean, to be this caring, to be this mature, like...
I'm here for Dennis. I'm sorry. I know he effed up. I feel like all men kind of do or have a point where they do. But just... I don't know. I guess it's not even the redemption for me because it's not even like he's trying to slide back and he's like, yo, I just want to make sure you're good.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you're good. And that's so mature. I'm really here for Dennis. And
he literally did not even answer the question. He's like, it's not even about me.
And he basically says that he's not attending, I guess, whatever shindig or soiree she's planning coming up because if he can't bring a date, why? You know what I mean? And he's like, what for?
And she said, why do you think you can't bring a date?
And he was like, because your sister still love me.
And I agree.
I agree.
She
still love that man. But we see here in the picture, and this is why I know she still love that man, because you did some revenge tattoo. So she goes, And
a revenge tattoo.
A revenge tattoo. Because here's my thing. You had Dennis's joint on the back of your ear. And then
on the back of her left ear.
On her left ear. And then you go and get Simon on the right ear. Why wouldn't you switch up the spot? I feel like that was vindictive. It was calculated, and he was like, "I'm gonna show you."
And I'm over your ass.
And that's why you didn't want him to make that public. Because you knew that if Simon knew that might actually hurt him.
And it did. He sent her a text saying it's not a good look, but he actually opened up to Lauren and told Lauren that that's when he knew it was real.
Yeah.
And Porsha knew that. Porsha knew that he would feel like hurt and that she's moving on once he saw that.
Yeah. So
is it bad? I'm actually feeling bad for
Dennis. I don't know.
It's like I know he fucked up, but like
I think because he's coming off like he's trying so hard. But see, this is what makes me so mad, and I think we often see this, and it goes back to we not gonna say the name, but when a woman's fed up, okay, and when she's done, and I don't think Porsha's done. But I think she's so scared because she's been vulnerable and he's hurt her that she's scared to be that way with him again.
Yeah.
And so even though she still cares for him, she probably very much still loves him. I think she feels like she can't allow herself to ever be that vulnerable with Dennis again. And unfortunately, like we see, once you're gone, then they want to come, oh no, I'm so sorry, I didn't realize what I had, and da-da-da. And so I do feel bad for Dennis, but unfortunately this is a common theme. You don't realize it until you see her moving on with somebody else. You took her for granted, bro. Yeah. And that sucks. And I honestly, can I just say, can we see a whole, Porsha, can you completely surprise us this season? This will keep me so entertained. And you and Dennis somehow get back together at the end of this and you dump Granddaddy.
Is that wrong? I want to know who Dennis cheated with. We have no idea who Dennis cheated with.
Well, that's shady.
I do. I want to know who he cheated with because Porsha's a baddie.
Halle Berry got cheated on.
So did Beyonce.
Yeah.
I want to know who the fuck they got cheated on with.
Oh, you don't know yet? I'll tell you off camera. Speculation.
Both?
Allegedly.
Both?
Allegedly.
Is it both?
Oh, I don't know.
You know who both?
I don't know both.
You don't know about Beyonce, huh?
I do.
Beyonce?
Allegedly. Anyway.
So Trish just enlightened me. I found out who Becky with the good hair is. I ain't gonna say. Y'all can find out on your own. Literally Google Becky with the good hair. But Jesus Christ.
So
niggas really downgrade, don't they? They downgrade when they cheat. Go ahead.
Okay. So thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate it.
Make sure that you are following us on all platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Shade in the City. And please make sure that you like this video, comment, and you subscribe.
And hit our bell.
Hit the little notification bell so you know we're coming through with a new episode. We thank you, and hopefully, Porsha, you will give us some more to give.
I hope she owns her shit. Moving forward, I hope she owns her shit.
Own it. And
let's
just move on. And let's talk about this supposedly beautiful relationship.
No. You can learn something from Dennis. Dennis owned his shit, and now he is trying to fix it. Learn something from Dennis.
That part. All right, guys. We will see you next week for another episode of Porsha Family Matters. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Hey!